Yeah, I'm pretty sure I want to start. That's why I said start. Give it a second to catch up with us. Telephone.
How's your eye feeling?
That's actually you going live. Notifications are working.
Excellent. Good. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, welcome to a tired episode of OverDose Vapes. Obese mode. Welcome back. As you can see, we have we're short-staffed today, but that's okay. We have Panda Vapes. We have Vaping with Nikki B. We have an estrogen-rich panel today, and that is okay. So, how are your periods? Let's talk about periods and panties. No.
Well, at least we're having them.
Yes.
If we're not having them,
well,
then guess what? You're in trouble.
That's it. That's it. And yeah, so Yeti, if you're out there, get your ass on the fucking set, my friend. All right. So how's everybody doing? Everybody doing good?
Doing good.
Doing good.
A lot of mail this week.
Yeah, you're busy.
Yeah.
Some busyness.
A lot of supplies coming in, and a lot of I did order a few vape things that one's not in yet, but then I did a trade this afternoon, I should say, for the Pulse. I traded my RX 300 for the Pulse.
Really? The Pulse mod?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. Nice.
And I put the rabbit on there. And
you're jumping on the squonk bandwagon, huh?
Yeah, actually, the other thing that hasn't come is the squonker. So.
Yeah. Okay, so you got the Pulse squonk mod, but no Pulse.
No
on
Pulse
it
on the top.
Oh, you got to get a Pulse. Have you messed with the Pulse yet?
No.
Oh, I'm a big fan. I'm a real big fan. It's really good. It blows the dead rabbit out of the water. I mean, there's not even a competition.
That's definitely going to have to be a matchy setup anyway, just because it's made anyway. So
yeah. Pulse 24 is probably one of the best RDAs in the last couple of years. In all reality, it's really good.
It's good too.
No, it is, but the Pulse 24 is just more. There's more options because you can do dual coil. It's just as easy to build on as the Dead Rabbit, which I love, and it just has such a unique design with the way that it's set up.
The flavor is way better.
Has these little tubes pointing right at the coils. The flavor is just amazing. It really is. Yeah, it's like a better version of the Rabbit, in all reality. I'm using a Rabbit. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the Rabbit's it is what it is. But everybody's got a couple of these things kicking around now.
He's using a Rabbit because I'm using a Pulse.
Yeah,
it's true. So what is everybody? What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say I stole Phil's good ones.
She's got my fucking goon.
No, my goon.
She's got the pull.
Everything.
She's got everything. She's got everything good. All my good mech mods. I'm all using this $20 mech mod, $10 RDAs.
Yeah, I'm also vaping on the Condor. Condor. Is that how you pronounce Condor?
Condor.
Yeah, the Fit Cloud by Fit Cloud. It's got a squonking pin and stuff like that, and it's got a unique way that it does squonk, which is up in the center, higher up, and everything. And I'm like, oh. So it actually, squirts. It's supposed to squirt it like on the coil, when it's like pushing it out and stuff, but it's leaky. Big time leaky.
That's a problem with some squonks. You get a little bit leaky.
What I seen someone do with the Rabbit was when they were using it as a squonk, instead of putting the coils like this, he put them like this. So the juice went all in the middle, and it was really neat how I showed it. That's why I was showing you by putting the coils sideways and squonking. For some reason, he said it works really good when you use it for squonking that way.
I want to answer a question in the chat real quick. All Day Vape said, Travis, you plan on getting a drop as soon as I can fucking afford it. Honestly, I think the drop is the most excited I've been for an RDA in a long time. I really, really want to get one. Yeah. When Panda is away, when Travis is away, Panda will steal. That's true. She doesn't even wait till I'm away.
I'll probably just get one too.
Yeah. No, the drop. I'm really excited about the drop. If you guys don't know about it, it's look it up. It's really popular right now. It's a lot of hype behind it, but I think this is one case where I'm going to buy into the hype and I'm going to get one. everybody seems to love it. So what kind of e-liquid you vaping, Nikki?
I just got off the remix show, which we mixed hazy custard and what was it? Lemon ecstasy, which made what was it called? I forgot. Oh my god, I just forgot what we called it. I'm my brain is in a fog this weekend, so don't mind me. I think it was fuzzy nuts or something like that, or something nuts. I know that. I'll just go look. Oh, pucker nuts. Sorry,
pucker nuts, even better.
Pucker
even
nuts.
fucking better.
We already had fuzzy nuts, which was hazy custard with pure peach, so that made a fuzzy nut.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
Yes, but it was called pucker nuts. I had to go back and look at Bob Buckland's message because he says, "How do I get me some of their pucker nuts?"
Hazy custard and anything, honestly, is going to be good. So it's a sure bet. Yeah, I have some lemon ecstasy concentrates and some blueberry something concentrates. That's something
that would be really good together. That's really good together.
Yeah, I think that would be really good together. Yeah.
That's because lemons go with blueberries really well.
Absolutely. Well, especially with lemon ecstasy, it's a real fluffy lemon. It's got a real unique fucking flavor to it. So let's say hello to some people in the chat real quick. We got a lot of people. So we got Kev W, Brian Chamberlain, Smoke 42 Vape. What's going on? Juan Castillo, All Day Vape. Juan, I did get the coils, but I'm actually not showing coils today because I'm in the bedroom. I'm in punishment zone. So I don't get to show coils tonight because of Panda. She's not even paying attention. She's just like,
I'm reading chat.
Okay. Mad Dog Vapes, what's going on? Scott, John Mueller, Stars and Clouds, what's going on? Pippa, Zachary Johnson, sup? D-Dog 55, hello. Who else we got? TCG Vape. Hello from California, right back to Houston. Aisha Mapp, what's going on? Desiree Parker, Alan Gorby. Church, what's going on, my brother?
Thumbs up, slackers.
Yeah, hit them thumbs. Thumb it. Like you're hitchhiking. Stephen Giles. I'm going to guess that's how you pronounce your first name. Whenever I see the PH, it always throws me. Is it Stefan? Steven? I'm going to say Steven. When he's from the UK, it might be Stefan. I don't know. Okay.
I actually haven't had it. They were asking about the royalty too. How is it?
It's good. That's the one that's it's the tobacco custard, I think. It's good. All the vape Tasia shit's good. It really is.
Yeah, definitely had custard in it. I haven't baked it.
You know, that's it. Vape Tasia is one of those lines that people are finally starting to kind of like give it the credit it's due. It's been around for a long time. And they have a lot of lines too, Vape Tasia. They have the fruit and custard. They have the lemonade line, their original line. What the hell is the other one? They have one that's parfait. The vape parfait is really good. Fucking delicious. Fucking Scott.
You see what Mad Dog Vapes?
Yeah, he basically is in the porn industry now. Every time I see one of his videos, I just go, scroll faster, scroll faster. I'm about to get damaged psychologically.
Yeah.
Good old Mad Dog. So, Is that all you're vaping?
Well, no, I actually got some. Oh my god! Concentrates, Dark Horse. I've been vaping on this week.
Yeah.
I've been craving that peppermint. You know, Christmas time, getting in the season. That and that one.
I'm so fucking jealous. Everybody's had that stuff except for me.
You haven't had that one yet?
Or this one, that one. None of the ones.
None of them?
I've had none of them, no.
You better get on Dean, man.
I don't think I've ever talked to him. That's the problem.
That one has been my go-to tobacco right now because I am a tobacco fan. I love tobaccos.
Yeah.
I think I'm like the one girl out there that at least I don't know a lot of women that like tobaccos anymore. They go with all the fruities and everything. But me, I love I guess I respect the tobacco a little bit better because I wanted to create like my favorite tobacco, which is like a black and mild. And I love the DIY. And I was always like coming out with some great, and none of my tobaccos were bad, but I was like, oh, I need to add some vanilla,
You know what you need to do? That's it. For a black and mild, what I would
that
do
vanilla.
is to do like an interpretation of what you remember it to be instead of like what it's
smell.
actually.
It's the smell.
Yeah, that vanilla, some chocolate, a little bit of tobacco, maybe some RY4. You could really do a good one, like a black and mild, like a clone.
Yeah, because I did get the mild black from the Flavor Apprentice, and it's good. But I also like the dark too. So it was kind of like doing a hybrid of both of them, and then adding a little bit of smooth to bring out the sweetness, and then adding some vanilla swirl, which is my favorite vanilla. So it's just really good.
I got
notification. Oh, what, to Travis's?
I have tried B-Rad B Vaping. I have tried the one. I actually reviewed it. Not impressed, to say the least. Not impressed. I have a couple really unpopular opinions coming up. The one I did a review of, didn't like it. Panda loves it. We actually had to go buy another bottle today from our local shop of it. And also, I just got in all the new Dinner Lady flavors. And I love the blueberry crumble, but they have an orange tart. And now get ready, because I loved lemon tart. This orange tart, gross. It's downright gross.
I like it.
It tastes like orange Tic Tacs.
I think it tastes like
actually orange Tic Tacs are the best Tic Tac though.
No, and if they said, hey, orange Tic Tac flavor, I'd be like, all right, but they're like, this is an orange tart.
Like orange cream.
Well, maybe that's what they're trying to get at, is not like a tart, it's more like orange tart,
No.
Like
it's supposed to be like a tart. It's got custard and shit in it.
Well,
it's just not good. It's just not good. No.
I like it.
Well, no, that's the cool thing about your guys' vaping styles, though. If you think about couples that, they get like that are reviewers and stuff, that one gets one and they don't like it, but the other one gets it and they love it. Yeah. That's the difference of flavor of subjective, because your palate is totally different from hers. That's why you need to find the reviewers that are in your realm, or I don't want to say realm. I guess it is like a realm, you know what I'm saying? Like if they like the juices that you like, then that's the people that you would go to watch.
Yep.
To sit there and get what juices you would like.
Totally. No, totally. And it's good because we can, if I don't like something, I can give it to Panda and she'll vape it. And if she gets something that I like, I can take it from her and steal it from her and vape it.
Unless she likes it.
She likes everything. She likes everything. She can steal it all from me. No.
It's the sugar lips, that you get sometimes. The feel. I like the sugary ones. I don't care if it gunks up in coil, because guess what?
Me too. I know. I love the sugary ones.
See?
It's the same way, yeah. And when you build your own coils, who cares if it gunks up your coils?
Yeah, who cares? You can clean them, and you should clean them on a every few day basis, so they don't look like something like a caterpillar crawled on you.
Yeah. Me and Panda both build coils. We both love building, and so we never have builds in our RDAs longer than a couple days.
No.
Even if there is a build I really like, I'll clean it all the time. I'll take out the cotton. I'll pulse it, wash it off.
That is awesome. Aisha is getting into the DIY. She ordered the scales and syringes and pipettes.
Awesome. Fuck yeah. Awesome. So should I get syringes or pipettes? Which one is good? I use syringes. Some people use pipettes.
Well, should you get them?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I mean, I use syringes. I didn't use pipettes, but pipettes are really good for, thicker juices sometimes. But
you can get. I have a syringe that's like beefy.
The measurements on a pipette are off.
Yeah. No, don't use pipettes.
Yeah, don't use pipettes.
Use a syringe.
Use a syringe. Well, I use a scale now. I still use a syringe to get it out, but I use a scale because I don't want to double guess the syringe, but I want more accuracy on the weight and stuff.
Well, that's the way to do it. Is by weight. I still do mine by milliliter, just because that's how I learned, and that's kind of
I do it by mils,
that's
but
my
also
comfort
want to
zone.
see the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure that was it off a little bit? Maybe I didn't get it out of the syringe enough. It always secures my.
No, totally. I mean, it's mixing to me. Some people treat mixing like baking or like chemistry, right? To me, I'm a little bit more loose, a little fast and loose, and like how I put things, and I make sure the mils are right. But if it's a couple of mils here or there, I usually don't worry about it too much. But some people want it to be, I want exactly this, and I want exactly that.
Now, see, Matt, he says if you got a scale, you really need a syringe for the nicotine. Yeah, you definitely need it for the nicotine. But also, see, I order in the bigger batches where a lot of people order the Capella and stuff like that, where they have it like a little dripper.
Mm-hmm.
You can do by drops and stuff. But I don't.
If you order the 120 bottles, you have to get it a syringe.
Yeah, you have to get it if you order the like 4 ounces and larger and stuff, because it comes in
big ass bottles with lids
bottles.
on it. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. But unless you're ordering like small little, even the small little ones like from like Flavor Apprentice and stuff like that, they come in like this little glass vial. You have to use a syringe on that one.
And Pippa from Stars and Clouds Creative, she said pipettes for taking out of non-dropper bottles on scales, syringes when dispensing by volume. That's a good idea too. You get both and then find out what works for you. That's a good idea as well. So there was a couple questions up here I wanted to answer. Oh, and so some people, of course, people disagreed with me right away. B-Rad B Vaping said, because I said I didn't like the one, he said, really, exclamation marks. Both of the ones are amazing. I haven't tried the lemon. I've only tried the original. It just wasn't for me. It was really, really sweet and really muddy. I'd give it a 3 out of 5. I understand that it's a decent liquid. It just wasn't for me. And then Juan agreed he liked the one, but can only vape it in doses, not quite an all-day vape. I agree with that. I think it's good in sparingly. And I have vaped some since the review. Mad Dog said, I love Orange Tart. I will be buying it again. I don't understand. The one I understand, I definitely do not understand Orange Tart. That shit is gross. I gave it a 2 out of 5. I just reviewed it today. So
I see KBN. I see Mitch West is out there.
What's going on, West?
Have you tried his juices?
I have a review I have to edit to put up. Yeah. I got it before he went straight to concentrates. Mm-hmm. I got some pre-made, so yeah, I got lucky.
Lucky that you didn't have to mix it up.
Yeah, lucky that I didn't have to mix it myself.
But that's the good thing with concentrates. People just don't realize that you get to control the way the liquid tastes to your preference.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
If you get something that is just not strong enough, you can sit there and increase it, as long as you didn't use the whole bottle of it,
Definitely. I do like doing DIY, but it seems like I never have enough time anymore for anything. I go to work, I work all day, I come home, I edit a video, we have dinner, and it's just like, it seems like it's 10 o'clock by that time.
Yeah.
And then I want to do some of the stuff that I enjoy doing for myself. And it just seems like I don't ever have time. So if I can save myself some time by getting some pre-made, I usually will do that.
Right. I'm the same. It just seems like I got too much on my plate and I don't have enough, but that's why I like doing the remix show with Ro and stuff when she has it, because I can make it, and it's absolutely simple and easy, and you get to kind of find a new flavor in the stuff that you already have.
I love the remix show. I think it's one of the best shows that Ro does for sure. Because it's so original. It's such a great idea. It gives a lot of exposure to Dawn, which I think she deserves. Yep. I just think it's a great idea. It really is.
Yeah. It opens the eyes of all the questions that, Dawn gets in her emails all the time of how do I mix this? How do I mix that? Well, what do you mean when it says 17% or 12%? I don't understand these. And then we can sit there and send them to the people that have reviewed it or DIY'd it and said, hey, this is where you need to go. Here's a link to a show that actually takes you step by step, tells you where to get the concentrates, or where to get the VG, nicotine to make it and start your own.
And then you got people that are doing it big. John Carlo just got done mixing 13,000 mils of base, no exaggeration. Well, I believe that. I do 1,000 mils at a time. I forget what it's like, a liter, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I forget exactly how much it is. Yeah, I think it's a liter. It's a big giant bottle. I just do 1,000 mils at a time. I have my recipe on the whatever eliquidrecipes.com or whatever the hell the website is. And I just go on there and make 1,000 mils. It lasts me for probably about a month. Maybe, give or take a week. And it seems to work for me. The whole thing with my DIY juice, the juice that I make and vape all the time, White Girl, it takes forever to steep. It takes fucking forever. Like literally like a month to steep. So,
Yeah, my root beer that everybody praised. I guess I could sit there and say now, after 3 years, I made like 3 gallons. I bought a cube. When I first started DIYing, and I went through 3 gallons making it for people because people kept on asking for it.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm tired. I ran out. And I'm like, oh no, I'm out. I'm not ordering any more BG right now.
That's what I gotta do. I gotta just make a gallon. I guess buy a gallon of BG and
by the gallon. I was making it by the mason jar. I was just and I was pouring it into bottles and Doc found out if my root beer lasts a year without. It was in a box in the dark for a year, and then he found it because he set it aside because it wasn't ready because there was a couple of tobaccos in there that I mixed up for him and they weren't ready. I go, I just made them, so just let them sit. And he put the root beer in there and set it aside. But when he vaped them, he was like, these are good, but that root beer tastes like Bart's. Like, hey, because I like a root beer. A lot of people look at root beers and stuff. They want that anise,
I fucking hate that shit.
I don't like black licorice.
Me neither.
I don't like it, and mine don't taste that way. Lower watts, you taste like a root beer barrel. But at the higher the watt, it's more of the float. And that's what I wanted, is something that changed where I wouldn't get tired of it every day. So
that's a good idea. Yeah. No, some juices definitely do that. Like higher volts, man. The more volts, the better with some of these things. God, you know what? Alan Gorby just reminded me of a juice that I haven't had in a long time that I really want to make some, and it's Addie's yogurt. If you guys haven't had a chance to try Addie's yogurt from Adore, get on it. I think it's only available in concentrates, right? Or does she make that to order now?
What? Which one?
Addie's yogurt.
Oh, she makes it.
Okay, because when I first started vaping Adore e-liquid, you could only get it in concentrates, and so God, that's some good shit.
I believe she makes that in bottles. I think. Don't quote me. Addie's yogurt was one of the ones that I did not. I mean, even when they were fluid vapors, I didn't. I appreciated it, but I didn't love it.
I'm
not that Greek yogurt person.
It's a very unusual flavor to it because it's like a strawberry. It was like a strawberry kiwi.
Yeah, it's got kiwi yogurt. Yep. It's got a whole bunch of a lot of things going on that kiwi and yogurts are not my favorite. So no. Now regular yogurt, what I'm saying, like a sweet yogurt is really good for me, but Greek yogurt is too bitter.
She doesn't make Addie's yogurt only in concentrates.
Okay, it's still only in
concentrates. So it's only in concentrates. So I mean, that's a reason why a lot of people haven't had a chance to try it. But I'm telling you, it's a reason to start. For me, I think it's a reason to try DIY. You really should. So Panda, what have you been vaping this week?
The one.
The one.
The one. That's it. That's basically, and some Pebbles cheesecake, but mostly the one.
She vaped 100 mils of it. We had to go buy another damn bottle of it.
Wow.
I'm almost done.
Don't you just love a juice liquid that you can actually just vape all day?
Yeah, I love it. And I did vape a little bit of Fantasia Rainbow Road, a little bit of it, but mostly the one. I'm just addicted to it. It's a problem.
That's a big problem in our lives.
I've never had a juice. I mean, besides like Travis's juices, I never had a juice I would vape so much. I actually had to buy.
Well, I'm glad that we found something you like.
Yeah. I don't know. It might make you go broke. She'll start vaping more.
Well, luckily, the local shop here gives me a pretty nice discount. So I get we get it for a pretty good price, but yeah, it's still not. I mean, still not cheap. Well, I don't know. 100 mils for like around $22 is pretty good.
That's good price.
It's pretty good, yeah. Smoke 42. I totally agree with you. He says that the one is off for him. I couldn't agree more. There's just something. It's just not that. It's just not all that. There's a lot of hype behind the one. It was like everywhere I looked.
I don't like is that I don't taste cereal, and everyone says there's cereal in it. But I mean, you look for a cereal, and then you kind of think you taste the cereal, but I don't think there's a cereal.
She called me at work one day, and she goes, "I taste Lucky Charms now," and I'm like, "You just fucking psyching yourself out."
And then I kind of taste Captain Crunch berries, like the red berries. But then I'm like, I'm just thinking too hard. I'm just making myself think taste that I'm tasting this stuff, and I'm not.
And okay, so that's a good segue. Me and Panda are going to do a show together, and we're going to alternate. We're going to be on my channel. It's going to be on her channel. We're gonna go back and forth on our channels. It's going to be a pre-recorded show. It's not going to be live. We were going to do it live, but we decided we're going to do a pre-recorded show just so we could have a little bit more control over what comes out and have a little bit more consistent quality. And we're going to do things like on their first show, and it might be a recurring segment, is we're going to do blind taste tests where you don't know the profile. You don't even know what kind of liquid it is, who it's from. I'm going to pick like 3. She's going to pick 3 out of my closet. We have like a couple hundred bottles of random juice in my closet. We're going to just pick random juices. We're going to fucking put them on cotton, give them to the person, make them test and make them taste it. And then we're going to try to like say, okay, this is what we think is in here.
Okay.
And then at the end go, okay, well, this is actually what the profile says. Yeah. Because I think a lot of times, I think we're all guilty of it. Yeah. Is that we just get into like they tell us what the profile is, and we start looking for those flavors, and we'll convince ourselves, even if they're not real strong, we'll say, yeah, I get some of that. I get some of this.
Knowing the profile can influence what you taste.
Yep. Yes. Yep. Because I tell you what.
Yeah, because you're like, oh yeah, I can see that in there. You know what I'm saying? It's testing your palate.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting because we're either going to find out that we don't
do that because you're a couple. See, that's where I'm so jealous that you guys are like couple. I say couples because I'm not just saying couples like you're a couple, but like duos, reviewer duos that are together in the same room get to do that. I was trying to get that done for a while to where a whole bunch of reviewers would get juice from one company, but the company label it like with a piece of paper, A, B, C, D. Abby did it, and I wanted to do that, but have a big panel. She only did it by herself. I wanted the company to sit there and label them, send them to us, and not open the packages to where until the live show. And I wanted to do it live because of the simple fact that way we could all sit there and show the truth. That the truth is that flavor is subjective. Don't know the profile, you don't know the thing. Now everybody's going to taste something different, so that's where you have to know that who tastes what. You could be more sensitive to strawberry. Panda could be more sensitive to lemons, and those notes are going to come out more strongly. And then that means that the makers of the juice were in the same realm.
I think that we're I think a lot of times juice makers get a pass because we, like you said, we go, oh, I think I taste some of that. Or, oh, yeah, I get what they're going for here. But you know what? If they say it's a strawberry cream, it should taste like a fucking strawberry cream. If they say it's a birthday cake, it should just taste like a birthday cake. It shouldn't be that we're having to look for these flavors. And so I'm really curious to see how well this goes. I'm
excited.
I'm excited too. I think it's going to be a really, really interesting segment. And I think it's going to put not only me and Panda on blast and our palates, but also companies, to see like, are we, is there even like a hint of what these flavors are supposed to be?
And not get upset at the reviewers when they sit there and state, I don't taste this or I don't taste that, because they could have a deadened sense.
Yep.
From
that's true.
For 20, 30 years.
That's true. Yep.
That we might have deadened that sense, because you got to realize our taste buds were dead when we went to vaping anyway. Mm-hmm. That's why a lot of us went to menthols and cinnamons and coffees and stuff, because those were the strongest flavors that we could taste.
Definitely.
and especially tobaccos, because a lot of not all of us went to tobaccos, but I did. I wanted to mimic a cigarette. Because hey, if I'm going to quit smoking, I want to still smoke. But
that's what I did at first, and it didn't work for me at all.
I think what it is the people get the ones that are in the shops or maybe a gas station that are so gross,
Yeah,
but,
holy shit.
A lot of people think that tobaccos they're disgusting, but if you get a really true good tobacco, that they're sweet. To me, tobaccos are very sweet. I don't know what it is. They are very sweet, but they're
I think they definitely have to be made correctly, or it can be gross.
Right, but I never thought of a cigarette or anything like that of being sweet and stuff like that. But when I have been DIYing tobaccos, all of them have been really sweet. And I think that also is the VG and everything also into it. But I don't know.
I tell you what, Nikki, I've had a flavor that was Marlboro. And it was from a really good company. I forget. I'll have to go back and look at my reviews, and I'll send you a link to the review. It's a company that makes a Marlboro flavor, and it is dead on Marlboro. It tastes like a fucking cigarette. It doesn't taste like tobacco. It tastes like a cigarette, and it stinks. It stinks up my room. Like when we reviewed it,
I wouldn't want that one.
It stinks. It stinks up the room like a cigarette does. It's gross. It was fucking.
I never wanted to mimic now.
Mm-hmm.
Probably if I'm really, really stressed, I know that I go to a tobacco to get that like stress release, because I still like on those stressful days, I have a special needs son, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes he drives me up the wall and he stresses me out. And that's probably, when I need that 6 Nick and a tobacco flavor, I'm like, I need a cigarette, just because of the fact that he went from 3 Nick to making me want to vape 24 Nick, just to release that stress, and I know that I was that stress smoker, and it was just like, oh, I need a higher Nick. And I always keep that on tap on those stressful days. So
I wanted to touch on a couple of things. John Carlos said, e-liquid descriptions need to be accurate yet mildly mysterious. I love that. That's fucking truth right there. I love it. And that's the thing. If you want your e-liquid, and you realize like my e-liquid, it tastes like a dozen different things depending on temperature, voltage, wattage, the time of day, what you've been eating for breakfast. Like it just changes so much. And so I would never put like a profile on it. I just call it white girl. That's what I call it. And then just like with Giancarlo and the Phantom Ravioli, it's just so great, And I can tell you what flavors I put in my liquid to make it, but I can't say that this was what the profile is.
Every time I vaped it, it was something different. Yeah. The only thing I never got out of it was the strawberry for some reason.
And I put it has more strawberry than any other flavor by like double.
But I
don't even taste strawberry
in it.
No, I've tasted plums in it before. I've tasted yogurt, and it doesn't have any of that shit in it. So I see a lot of people talking about tobacco vapes. If you want to try a really, really good, unusual tobacco, and it's tobacco only in the sense that it's an RY4, is Charlie Noble makes a pistachio RY4, and it's called pistachio RY4, and it is next level. I mean, it's been around for a couple of years, but it is tremendous, absolutely tremendous. And I wanted to touch on something. Smoke 42 Vapes said, I have saved hundreds from watching OverDose Vapes reviews. That really, really it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me, because that's the only reason I do this show, is just to try to help the consumer, even just a little bit. So
that's awesome.
All right. Giancarlo's new flavors coming out soon. Really looking forward to that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Giancarlo, he's the man. If you guys haven't had a chance to try Omegeddon e-liquids, get your ass in gear, because that's
I don't think I've ever tried any.
No, we're gonna have to order some.
Hashtag we know a guy.
Yeah, definitely. We gotta order some. I want you to try the pizza one so bad. It's called Phantom Ravioli. It tastes like pizza, but not in a gross way. That's the thing.
Don't we have that?
I think we do still. Yeah, we do.
I've never tried it. Yeah, I need to try it.
Because it's like not a joke. Because it's like not a joke. That's the thing. Like when I was reviewing it, I'm like, I kept saying like, there's people out there who make these e-liquids as a joke, like these.
I want to taste it. Gross. I swear we have it.
We do, yeah. But this is like one it's not a fucking joke. It's like you can tell he really put some time and effort into it.
Right.
It tastes like pizza.
I didn't like it just because of the basil.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, because of the
But
basil.
I'm not a basil fan.
Yeah.
Okay, so it kind of like set me through a loop of tomato and basil.
If you go into it,
but I appreciate that he actually made something that, I handed it off to Doc, and Doc, he was the same way. It was like, whoa, but it's one of those, I'm like, hey, I could vape this over the Stromi any day, which trust me, you don't want Doc to send that to you. Love you, Doc.
It's one of those, like with John Carlos Phantom Ravioli, and this is no bullshit. It made me rethink vaping. Like, I mean, like, even in the review, you can watch it. I'm going like, what if this is what we started with? Like, what if vaping never went sweet and never went fruits, and we went pizza? And like we would be like somebody would be like, oh, try this vanilla custard, and you'd be like, oh, gross! Like, give me my hamburger.
What you want?
Pass me the shrimp. You know what I mean?
You want the turkey, the cranberry sauce, the great mashed potatoes and gravy.
Who knows?
Well, we could sit there and actually have a vape meal.
It could have went a whole different direction.
I have a turkey. I have a Thanksgiving dinner right in front of me, buffet.
Exactly.
But then the cranberry would actually might sit there and throw people off because of the fact it's too sweet.
Too sour. Like, oh, this is too fruity. Gross. I'm just saying.
John, I did. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for myself too. I don't want to vape that again. Put it this way. My sister sit there, made me open it up while she was here, because she was here the last time that I opened it up, and wanted to let her daughter smell it. And she's like, this is the way sometimes you smell.
Oh my God.
And they all were like, oh, it was like, because they're teenage girls, sometimes she has to sit there and tell her to get in the shower.
KBN Productions says, Travis, you need to try Thai mango sticky rice. I actually have that in my closet right now. It's different too. That's some next level shit. If you guys haven't tried Vape Kitchen, there's a lot of good e-liquids coming up tonight. Vape Kitchen does all VG. There's absolutely no PG of any kind in any of their liquids, as far as I know. And so they have their nicotine suspended in VG. Their flavorings are suspended in VG. Homeboy makes his own flavorings, kind of like how oh my God, I'm blanking out so fucking hard right now. Like Swag does, like vaping Swag. So yeah, it's bomb. Absolutely bomb. Check some of this stuff. And they have some really, really unusual flavors, like the Thai mango sticky rice. John Carlos said, "Hello, Travis. I'd be a zillionaire by now if we had gone the savory route in vaping instead of sweet and desserts."
Burger with relish vape. Ooh. See, now that that a lot of people are doing the savory vapes and stuff now, it's kind of like, are we all sitting there doing that face like, ugh? Like, I think, what was it? Vape Wild had the biscuit, the sausage biscuit or something.
Ooh, I don't know if Vape Wild could pull that off.
No, they did for a little bit, but I don't know, man. I guess a lot of people were saying that the biscuit wasn't there or something like that. So somebody
else has a biscuit. Like I remember you. Maybe it wasn't on this show. Some people were talking about how there was a biscuit flavor, like a honey biscuit or some shit.
I've seen people have chicken and waffle.
Oh, there is a biscuit, butter biscuit.
Yeah.
Butter biscuit vape, and I heard it's good.
I'm sure that would be really good. Yeah.
Well, they got you got the corn, the one from Mayhem.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Corn. It's corn. It's cream corn, or like
yeah. But there's a buttery biscuit one too.
Yeah, there's a buttery biscuit one. Foolish was vaping on it. One of his.
That must have been what I saw. Yeah.
Because Mosh gave it to Foolish, and I watched that one. It was a live show, and he said he loved it.
Buttery biscuits would be really good. That's an easy one. That's damn near sweet. Biscuits and gravy would be dope to vape. Well, they're good to eat. I don't know about sausage gravy and a vape. Now we're getting into some uncharted fucking territory.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering of the extraction process, if they didn't cook the sausage long enough.
Like what you're just pouring the gravy into the Ugh, yikes.
Yeah, that'd be a real oily mess.
Vape Wild has one flavor that I'm crazy about right now, and that's the Amaze Balls. and it's corn pop cereal. Fucking amazing.
I like their milk and berries.
I like their king cake one that they had when it was like the question mark bottle.
Yep.
But when they released it, I hated it.
Wow.
I really did. I did not like it. It was not the same as the little bottle. I don't know. Maybe
did you let it steep?
I let it steep. I had it on the shelf for like 2 months, and I was like, it did not steep well. Or I maybe just got
all steep time, man. That's all.
Yeah. I was like, I'm like, I knew because when I would get them, I would always order like that extra, that shot. And I would cut it in half, what I'm saying? But I would try it first, just because I had it vape some out of the bottle anyway, to make sure I had enough first, cutting it in half. But that's the way I budgeted because I already knew I could get VG and stuff, but I was like, I'm like, what do I want to cut in half? I would just order from Vape Wild and stuff because I didn't know about concentrates.
Yeah.
Didn't know nothing about concentrates. So I kind of DIY'd before I knew about DIY. And
I remember a lot of us used to do that back in the day. We would order I used to order 120s from this company called White Label. I would not order from them anymore. Their juice was subpar. I mean, honestly, but it was cheap. Back in the day, it was $20 for a 100 ml bottle, and I would get it in 6, and I would just cut it with VG, like you said. I would take the bottle, break it in half, dump,
Dr. Cremi's. Because they always had. You could order extra
shots. Yeah.
So, like I said, until I learned about DIYing and watching Fresh and stuff like that, I didn't know anything.
Actually, it wasn't White Label. It was fucking Mount Baker Vapor, and I would order this berry milk, and I would order with extra flavoring. And I would order it in 6 and I would cut it in half. Because you get from them back in the day, I'm sure still it's probably even cheaper now. You could get a 236 ml bottle for like $30. And back then that was like, holy shit. I was paying $32 for a 30 ml bottle of mother's milk at the time, I think. So somebody recommended that somebody else try Vape Girl Vixen's Nut and Beta. It's pretty good.
Oh, that is good. I actually like that.
That one is really good.
I just tried the I tried it before, but I just reviewed the Berry Obsessed today. I think that's the best. That's the best liquid they have. I think that's really good. Best cereal.
It's super good.
Yeah, it's really
I
really
think
good.
you got to pry that one out of my hands. So you guys save it for reviews, Panda.
I did, yeah. Because she'll vape that shit. Gizzard Stew in the house. What's going on, brother?
Hey, Giz.
Anything cereal, I'm on it.
And Clean is in the house. What's going on, my friend? Yeah. Man, talking about some good e-liquid is making me hungry right now. Oh, so I get to talk about what I've been vaping this week because you guys got to talk about what you've been vaping. So I just got this today. I don't know what I think yet. I'm going to have to give it some more time. But it's boosted. It's Boost Day Cake. It's their birthday cake flavor. It's for like cake and ice cream. It's got a pretty high bar for me because I've one of my favorite e-liquids of all time is the Kilo Black Series birthday cake. That shit is damn near perfect. It really, really is. It's such a good flavor. And so this is good. I think it's just not quite as good as the Kilo Black Series. So I don't know. I just got it though, so I could give it a little bit.
I would think that's from what I got from it. It's too sweet for you.
It's sweet. It is sweet for sure. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to vape it like in the long term. But Boosted's good in general. I like Boosted. Panda had some Boosted breakfast, and it was like Fruity Pebbles. It was really good too.
Yeah, that went like a couple days.
She drank it. So I'm vaping that. I'm vaping Casa Daga e-liquids cannoli bean nuts. This is a pistachio cannoli. It's like a vanilla custard cream cannoli with pistachios in it. For some reason, pistachio just seems to be one of those flavors that works really well in vaping. We have flavors that don't work, like cherry, like black cherry and grape. And oranges, then we have oranges. Oh, yeah. And then we have flavors that work really, really well, like vanilla creams. And for some reason, pistachios really seem to work. So, yeah, I'm into it.
Almonds, I think, are finical with me.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I've never tried an almond.
Yeah, I don't know if I've had an almond vape.
Yeah.
I think actually this Royal is supposed to have some nutty stuff in it. It says earthly nuts or something like that.
Oh.
The royalty too.
It's got my nuts in it. I want to dip my balls in it.
Oh, please no.
Import Man 707, what's happening, my brother? Nate 38. I don't think I said hello, but hello. And Billy Vapes Hard. My people. Everybody's here. Gotta love it.
Yep.
Fucking Gizzard Stew's on the wrong side of the fucking chat. He's supposed to be over here with us.
Mm-hmm.
And So Crates. What's going on, So Crates?
So great.
So Crates. Yeah, so okay, so Casadaka. I can't fucking speak English all of a sudden. Casadaga, cannoli bean nuts. All of their cannoli liquids are really good. I've also been vaping some of this. They sent me a sweater, which is fucking so badass. A Shinjin, I can't pronounce it. It's not in English. Shijin vapor. Sent me a badass sweater. Shijin. Just say it really fast.
Daijin?
You just say it really fast. So you go Shijin.
Shijin.
So yeah. Fucking with that. JFM Development. What's happening, family? Man, I like JFM. He's a cool guy. Have you ever seen his show, Nikki?
JFM? Yeah.
Yeah. I like that show a lot.
Yep.
There's something about it. I just really like it.
He's awesome.
He is an awesome guy, yeah. He was on the show. We had a good time.
Yeah, it was the week that I wasn't feeling well.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Some days I either stress myself out all the way, for months, and then all of a sudden it just hits me and I have to be in bed for a couple of days, and it's kind of like, you need it.
KBN is saying my audio is loud then low.
Yeah, it is doing. I always thought it was just me for a second, but once in a while you're gonna. It's really it's right where what I said was okay, and then it also.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change my recording device from this blue microphone, which I gave it a shot. I'm just gonna go back to my webcam.
I think it's taking up too much, maybe.
I don't know.
There's a whole bunch of settings you're gonna have to end up playing with on the back of that. And knowing what each one does, you might have it set on one where it actually tries to pick up all around and not just the front.
Okay. How about now? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
It's probably too loud. Well, it's still using this fucking
But
thing.
your camera froze.
Your camera froze.
You're like staring there with
a mean face. But I look at you.
Oh, that's the face I wouldn't want to have to live with right now.
No, I can do it. It was me.
Serious.
Are you talking about my mic? Or is trying to take a do?
Probably software. Yeah. I don't know. It's probably computer because he froze.
He's on a laptop tonight.
Until he figures it out. But hey, how you doing?
Can you guys hear me?
We can
but you're frozen.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop video. I'm gonna try to start it again. Failed to start. Son of a bitch.
Oh no.
I'll try to integrate a webcam. Start video. Hey, there I am. Everything just failed. So but I can't, it won't detect the fucking webcam microphone for some reason.
Yeah, it's Pinnacle.
If it wasn't for bad luck and the rest of it, you guys know the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch. I'm going to try again. Enable. Ready.
No, we can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
Oh my God. Pity the fool.
Go back to the old one.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, I was telling him about that Kevin earlier. I pity the fool.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
We can hear you.
Okay. Some volume is better than no volume, right?
Yes.
Okay. This webcam on this computer is not so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not great, but it's not much worse than my
other
other.
settings and everything. I think you can make it into.
Yeah, because right now you're a little orange. So
Little orange.
Yeah.
I'm
a bit orange. I'm a bit orange.
He says, told you not to use that self tanner.
Well, trying to be like my hero, the president. So we're coming up on 8 o'clock. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We're just gonna do an hour-long show tonight, just because I'm tired and I want to eat dinner. And we've got a small panel, and I think we had a good time. Let's end on a high note, right?
Yep.
And before my computer crashes, because I think we're heading in that direction. So, Nikki, why don't you go ahead and plug away your new business venture?
Well, it's not your average threads. It's KNOT, not the NOT.
Like a knot.
Yes, a knot.
That's clever.
Yeah. Doc helped me with the and all of Vape Shack actually kind of chipped in a couple ideas, but the not your average threads kind of just rolled off the tongue a little bit easier. But I do custom embroidery designs and everything. I do hats, we call it swapero. And I keep on doing this when I say swapero, and I don't know why. But we do towels, hats, basically anything that you can embroider on. Right now, I do like baseball caps. I do like I said, towels and hats and stuff. It's basically what's been popular, really popular. Blankets and everything are coming up. So I'm doing it as I go. So if you sit there and ask me if I can, I also even do custom logos. I did that white guy's logo and everything for one of the giveaways that occurred all in one. You know, it was like either did he win it off mine or Travis's? It was one of the two.
One of them.
But I did a few others that did. Since I did Travis, I let 2 winners win. Still got to work on the ones because I got to get in touch with Yeti and I need to talk with him and a couple of the other coil builders that are getting to do their little adventure and stuff. So, but he's wanting something with maybe all of their logos on it. So I have to talk with them about that. So
awesome.
Because I will not do anybody else's logo without their permission, because I just think that is their custom thing. And that's, I just try not to do copyright material, without their permission, to make sure I don't end my career before the career.
Watch your ass, Nikki. Don't let them.
Yeah, my website will be coming up and everything. But if anybody wants stuff done, they can contact me with either not your average threads inquire@gmail.com or just Vaping with Nikki B. You know how to contact me on all social media. Do you want
to put it in chat, the email in chat, because I think there are people that are very interested.
Okay.
And you guys, of course, you can always get a hold of her on Instagram and stuff as well.
Nikki, the website's in the workings, right?
Yeah.
And I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Are you going to have it up before Christmas?
I'm hoping, because that would be really cool, because I want to actually get it up very, very soon, because I know a lot of people want Christmas gifts. I've actually even got a stash of Christmas Santa hats that I'm getting ready to embroider.
That would be badass.
Oh, I want a Santa hat.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yep.
Yeah, if you could get it up before Christmas, like in the next week, get everybody's stuff out by Christmas.
Yep.
Well, you're gonna get an instant. You're gonna get an instant backlog really quick too.
I'll be backlog for Christmas.
Yeah.
No. I like I said, I got Mayhem's out and I did it overnight and everything. If people are willing to pay overnight shipping, I can do that. But shipping will be, flat rate shipping, box and stuff in the box, and out you go.
Cool. Cool.
You usually get them out and get them done real quick. So
Stars and Clouds Creative, Pippa said, not this one, not that one. It's not your average threads. See, everybody's helping you work on your little
It's not this one, not that one.
Yeah. So thank you to everybody in chat. I really, really appreciate it. If you don't know, I'm Travis from OverDose Vapes. You're on my channel right now. You can watch my regular show during the week, as well as the live show on Sundays. Panda Vapes, why don't you tell them where they can find you? Jeez Louise.
Just YouTube, Panda Vapes, or Instagram, Panda Vapes, Facebook, Panda Vapes. I'm everywhere.
And I wanted to, Mad Dog Vape said he'd like to say how shit GearBest is. He ordered the Bonza RDA from them 2 weeks ago. Noticed it still hasn't been shipped. I have ordered stuff from, I've ordered one thing from GearBest. It was a tank back in the day. It was some RTA. When it first came out, I pre-ordered it. and I didn't get it until 2 months after it was released. I had already went to a store and bought it by the time it showed up, because I figured it's never going to show up. So GearBest sucks. They suck. Absolutely. And I want to say thank you, everybody in chat. Thank you guys for coming and watching. Really, really appreciate it. Stay tuned for, like I said, the normal reviews that I'm going to be doing, as well as the Sunday live show. And on Saturdays, me and Panda are going to be uploading our new show, which we don't have a name for yet. So if anybody has a name idea, hit me up on Facebook. Go to the OverDose Vapes Facebook group. Throw some names in there. Let us. We need something creative, something interesting. It's just going to be like a show with us hanging out, and yeah, that's it. Okay, thank you guys, and we will see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.